And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight as we have an outstanding matchup here. Battle of Pennsylvania tonight. Pittsburgh Penguins, Philadelphia Flyers. This should be a whole lot of fun. This has been a really good rivalry throughout the history of the NHL and throughout the history of these two teams. It has kind of been a bit dormant here recently. There hasn't been a whole lot going on between these teams the last couple of years. It's kind of died down a little bit. But Pittsburgh has played coming off two very physical games with the Boston Bruins. Philadelphia, we know, can bring it physically when they need to. So this hopefully will be a really exciting game. Hopefully can live up to the Penguins and Bruins games that we saw last week that were so much fun. And I'm excited for this one. Battle of Pennsylvania, always fun when these two meet. And hopefully we have a great game here tonight. And obviously there's a big 2 points on the line as well. So, see who we got here. VTT was here earlier. Nick's here. Bill Peters, what's going on? Slapshot Hockey's in the house. DMV. Danny, welcome to the stream, all of you. Vaughn's here. Sutton's here. What's going on, guys? Thank you all so much for watching. TTC comes in. Perfect. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Looking to have a big stream tonight. This should be a really fun game. Remember, please hit that thumbs up button and give this video a like. Really helps out a lot. The more likes on the video, the more people will get shown it and will come in and watch. Makes the stream better. And if you're new to the channel and happen to be subscribing or happen to be watching, please hit that subscribe button and follow along for all my hockey content this season and all year round. See, DMV says he's got a story here that's going to have us all rolling on the floor laughing. Go for it, DMV, man. See if it's really that funny. Go for it, dude. And TTC says that Pittsburgh will win, no doubt. Pittsburgh's been playing pretty well recently. Nice come-from-behind win on Sunday against the Bruins. I also do think that Pittsburgh is going to win this game, but I do think it's going to be close. Philadelphia, they're in a tight playoff race right now. They know that they need as any points that they can get, and a big divisional win against their rival would be awesome and a huge win for the Flyers. So I do expect them to put up a good fight tonight, but if I had to pick, I do think that the Pittsburgh Penguins are going to win this game. Hey, Vaughn, how's it going? He says that those gangsters aren't going to leave him alone, and you told your teacher, and she will talk to your gym teacher about it. Yeah, that's all you can do, Vaughn. Hopefully nothing bad has happened yet. Just make sure that the teachers know, and then you should be all set, because they really can't do much to you, man, without them getting themselves in a whole lot of trouble. Hey, Dom's here. What's going on, Dom? Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Ben's here as well. Let's go, guys. We got a lot of people already here in the chat, which is absolutely outstanding to see. Hopefully we have a great night all night tonight. Absolutely love seeing all the regulars here. That's absolutely fantastic. All right, here's DMV's story. He says was going to have us all rolling on the floor laughing. Last Friday before the game, one of your teammates were running around the facility, and you were trying to corner them, and your pants fell down, and all of my teammates was touching their face to their hands like they're embarrassed, and everyone was trying not to laugh. That is pretty funny, DMV. You're never a good thing when your pants are falling down in public. Not exactly what you're going for most of the time. But that's pretty funny, man. And, man, yeah, anything in locker room stories like that, that's definitely the most memorable part of playing sports and just having, hanging out with your friends and having a really good time. Really funny story there. You do not want your pants falling down running around the facility, that's for sure. Let's see. TTC says the Maple Leafs made me a fish on the floor rolling like a bowl. Damn, yeah. Toronto hasn't been all that great the last couple weeks. They're starting to slip in the standings a little bit, and as of right now are outside of the playoffs, so that is not good for the Maple Leafs. Hey, Dom, love you too, man. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I know, Ben. Well, I'm glad to have you back, Ben, for sure. It's been a while since we've seen you, and I certainly understand that you're busy and have stuff going on. 100%, not no worries at all. But I'm glad you could stop in tonight and watch tonight. Really, really appreciate having you here, and love having you here as always, dude. Um, Sutton was doing a test very quiet, and then you yelled, "You guys like cookies" in the middle of a test. That's pretty funny. Um, I definitely remember stuff like that happening in school. TTC says like a pizza roll. Yeah. Oh man. Toronto. It's not going well for Toronto right now, but we'll see if they can turn it around. Um, DMV has a hockey tournament in Upper Hershey. There you go, DMV. That's cool, man. Hopefully you can win some games in that tournament and play really well. Get that plus minus a little bit better, bro. Vaughn says that the kid who sits next to him in math class farted in the middle of class today. That's always funny when that happens, and that kid usually probably got roasted. That's what usually happened. Let's see. Ben says that his friend and him were walking down the hall and he was looking at this girl's ass. She turned around and caught him staring. Oh my god. She got a staring problem and kicked him in the nuts. That is absolutely hilarious, Ben. Oh, you cannot oh, she probably went and told all her friends about it too. So that kid is done. He is done. You cannot get caught doing stuff like that. You get caught and you're screwed. That chick is gonna tell all her friends, and that rumor will be going around school by tomorrow. Oh my god. Oh, that's mad funny though, Ben. Mad funny. It goes by the wild card, TTC. It depends on, because the top 3 teams from each division are automatically in the playoffs, and then after that, it's the top 2 teams no matter what division they're from. So if the Metro is better than the Atlantic division this year, then 5 Metro teams will get in and only 4 Atlantic teams, or only 3 Atlantic teams will get in. Or sometimes it splits 4 and 4 from each division, and sometimes it's 5 and 3 depending on the wild card. So only the top 3 from each division are guaranteed spots. After that, it's just the next best 2 teams regardless of division. Hey, Kidder, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate having you here. Pittsburgh is the home of the late Fred Rogers. Mr. Fred Rogers was a fantastic, fantastic person. And yes, from Pittsburgh. Oh, God, I'm falling behind in the chat already. Boy, we got a lot of people here, which is absolutely awesome, guys. Absolutely awesome. Let's see. Slapshot Hockey says, yesterday he untightened the lid to my friend Pierre's water bottle, and when he tried water fountaining, it sprayed everywhere, all over him, and his phone was lying on the bench. Oh, damn, that sucks. Never want to get the phone wet, but that is a very funny prank to pull when you loosen the top of the water bottle and then they go to drink and it just pours right on it. That is hilarious. Let's see. Ben says that he goes to Hershey all the time, lives 30 minutes away, and normally has passes to the theme park. That's awesome, Ben. That's really, really cool. See, DMV says that he has a JV game on Friday and he's -3, so hopefully he can rack it up. Has 2 games left on JV. Well, good luck, DMV. Hope that you get that plus minus up before the end of the season for sure. Yeah, of course, Ben. She told all of them, and that's not the first time he's been caught. Damn, that's hilarious. Sutton says that that he's a boy, and a boy in his class kept looking at his ass. Maybe he has a thing for guys, Sutton. Who knows? Danny coming in with a great comment there. Having a wheelchair gives you a pass on things like that. That is mad funny, Danny. Yes, definitely would take advantage of that free pass for sure if you get the chance. Should you leave the school, Vaughn? Nah, you're probably good, Vaughn. I wouldn't. Rob, welcome to the chat, Rob. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate having you here, as always. Patrick Kane submitted his Hall of Fame status when he hit 1,000 points. Yeah, absolutely. Patrick Kane, obvious Hall of Famer, 3 Stanley Cups, hit the 1,000 point mark. The youngest American to ever hit 1,000 points. Just absolutely outstanding career for Patrick Kane. DMV has another story here. After school, he was walking with your new crush, and one of your teammates was filming and taking pictures of you with her, and you spotted them, and then they were running away, and then your friend spread the news. That's pretty funny, dude. Yeah, that sounds like high school to me for sure. Ben says, joke time. Why can't you trick a fetus because it wasn't born yesterday? Oh, God. Hey, Sports Fanatic, what's going on, man? Used to be NFL Nation. Now he's Boston Sports Fanatic. Welcome to the chat, as always. Thank you so much for being here. No, Joe Montana was not better. I don't even know where that comment came from, Hugh. But welcome to the stream, Hugh. Joe Montana was not better. Hey, what's going on, Eddie? We're just about ready for puck drop here, so I'm sorry if I missed your chat. But we are about ready for the puck to drop and action to start here. So we got Brian Elliott in goal for the Philadelphia Flyers. We have God, why can't I talk? Tristan Jarry in goal for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And we are just about ready for puck drop here. Let's see who else is here. Hey, Seth, what's going on? Vegas Vix, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Hughes here, Slapshot Jack's here. What's going on, everybody? Puck is dropped and we are underway. Battle of Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, great matchup, rivalry matchup. Let's go and see what kind of action we get tonight. Remember, hit that thumbs up button and give the stream a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Both of those things greatly help out. And we'll see who's able to walk away from this game with 2 points. Flyers now regrouping in their own zone. Flip it up. Going to ice it all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an early icing 40 seconds into the game against the Philadelphia Flyers. So Pittsburgh will get an offensive zone face-off here. Hey, Classic Derp is back in the house. Thank you so much for being here, Classic Derp. Really, really appreciate it. Haven't seen you in a while, but I know that you've been busy and you've been gone for a bit. But I'm really, really glad you're able to make it back and stop in and say hello. Love having you here, as always. DMV wants score predictions. I am going to say Pittsburgh with a 5-3 win. 5-3 Pittsburgh tonight is my guess. Oh, damn, Slapshot Jack. That's wild. His truck looks like he's rolled over it and he's still driving it. That's nuts. Got to take better care of your truck than that. Rob says he's going to have a trivia night with Rum Boys Fantasy Network at 8:20. Well, good luck in that. Good luck with that, Rob. Hope you do well. Hope you win. And I hope you have a fun time for sure. That sounds fun. Let's see. Yeah, I know you don't have 2 accounts, Sports Fanatic. I said you used to be NFL Nation. Now you're Boston Sports Fanatic. Let's see. Oh, boy. We got a lot here. Ben says he hopes that they get that dub. Yeah, we're talking about football. Seth is watching Vegas versus the Bruins. That game started at 7. So, yeah, keep us updated, Seth, with what's going on in that game. And I'll try and keep everyone updated with some scores from around the league. There are, I believe, 4 other games tonight. But for right now, I'm going to focus mostly on this one here. So here's Pittsburgh now behind their net, trying to exit their zone. Nice forecheck there from the Flyers. They keep it in the offensive zone. Chance here for the Flyers. Good defense there. And then another second chance opportunity, but good defense from the Penguins to keep that out of a significant high scoring area. Nice job there by Philly keeping it in, though. Philadelphia maintaining possession in the offensive zone here. Pittsburgh trying to get it out so they can get a line change, and they do. Dumped all the way back down to the Flyers' end. Flyers, quick turnaround. Robert Haig sends it back up. Good defense there by Pittsburgh, though, and now here come the Penguins exiting their zone once again. See, Sutton says his TV is doing things by itself. Damn, maybe there's a ghost in the house, Sutton. That's really weird. And we got a save and a cover there by Tristan Jarry. Easy save and a whistle with 17-14 remaining in the first period. Not a whole lot going on either way in the first 5 or so minutes of this game. No real strong scoring chances either side. No dominant puck possession one way or the other. And, it's just kind of been a back and forth possession game so far. Hey, Slapshot Hockey found out that Dante Fabro went to his middle school because he was looking through their older yearbooks. That's awesome, man. It's always cool when you find out that you're from like the same area as a player, or they went to your school or a school that you played against or something like that. That kind of stuff is really, really cool as Pittsburgh brings it into the Philadelphia end. It's a long shot, goes wide of the net. Hang on, I'm falling way behind in the chat, guys. If I miss stuff, I'm sorry, but I am gonna be focusing mostly on calling the game, so I might be missing stuff. So here comes Philadelphia now, out of the zone, into the Pittsburgh end. They dump it in and get in on the forecheck. Travis Konechny out there with James Van Riemsdyk trying to get the puck. Philly keeps it in. Behind the net, but Pittsburgh takes it away. Here comes Pittsburgh now into the Philadelphia end, forechecking themselves. Jared McCann hard in against Travis Sanheim. Good physical play from both of them there. And Philadelphia is able to get it out of the zone, where John Marino and the Penguins take it back in the neutral zone and dump it right back into the Philadelphia end. Do I have center ice? No, I do not. Can the Panthers make a run? Absolutely, the Panthers should be a playoff team with that roster. They absolutely can make a run. If they could actually get some goaltending from Sergei Bobrovsky, I think they'd be one of the better teams in the East. Seth says it's 1-1, so Vegas and Boston is now tied up 1-1. Thank you for the update. What do I use to make my videos? I just record on my phone and then just upload them. I don't have any editing software or anything. I just record and that's it. No, Sutton and Fight. Well, first, welcome to the stream, THG. I didn't see you there. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. And no, Sutton and Firestrike are not the same people. I don't think Firestrike's here tonight, but maybe he'll stop in later. I don't know what you mean I can buy a new chat, but that's not true. Patrick Kane grew up 5 minutes away from Rob. That's awesome as Philadelphia now forechecking in the Pittsburgh end. Gets a shot on goal. Gets blocked down in front there. A lot of traffic in front. I don't think that ever got through to Tristan Jarry. And now the Pittsburgh's able to clear and dump it back down where Brian Elliott plays it behind his net. Provorov takes the puck and skates it up out of the zone. Through the neutral zone now, Philadelphia dumping it into the Pittsburgh end and getting it on the forecheck. Sean Couturier trying to get the puck. Again, no sustained possession for either side here. Really no sustained pressure at all. We've got 14 minutes left in the first period, and these teams are just quick possession out of the zone. Other way, quick possession out of the zone over and over and over again. It's been a dump in and dump it out game so far. No real scoring chances, really, either way. No good ones, anyway. Yeah, Bobrovsky, Danny, has been pretty horrible this year. So we got another whistle here with 13:41 remaining and a face-off coming up in the Pittsburgh end, but we are heading to commercial break first. Yeah, Bobrovsky has not been good this year. His save percentage is under 900. Goals against over 3. Definitely not worth $10 million a year so far, that's for sure. See, Slapshot Jack is taking care of all his fake jerseys finally. There you go, man. Hey, Hot Take Hockey's here. Welcome to John. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. As always, that's awesome. Really, really glad you're here. Hey, Carson's here as well. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Let's see. Boston Sports Fanatic says there was a video of the Blues hoisting the cup and it made him mad. I know you hate the Blues, man, but you're going to have to eventually get over it. Let's see. No scrums and no fights yet in the Bruins game. I'm not surprising. Let's see. Who else? Finally get to take a breath here as we're on commercial break. Got to sip my drink here. Got a nice Pink Whitney ginger ale mix tonight. Wanted to change it up a little bit. Used the rest of the Pink Whitney I had in the house. Mixed it with some ginger ale and made this awesome drink. 10 out of 10 would suggest. Certainly would recommend it for those of you who are of age, of course. Yeah, no, I agree, Danny. The Florida Panthers, if they could have any sort of solid team defense and goaltending, would be one of the best teams in the East. But right now, they just give up way, way, way too many goals. Well, let's see. The Bruins and Penguins just got done fighting last game. Yeah, I mean, well, they should be playing like that every night. That's what hockey's supposed to be. That is what hockey's supposed to be. Those Pittsburgh and Boston games, the 2 games last week were the best hockey I've seen all year in the NHL. Absolutely outstanding, outstanding games. Hey, what's going on, THG? Appreciate you being here, man, as always. Welcome to the stream, and not too much going on. Kind of a slow start to this game, but hopefully it picks up as the game goes along. But we got a good one here, Battle of Pennsylvania tonight. As that puck goes up and out of play, and we're going to have another whistle here. Damn, that's mad funny, Sutton laughing like Kawhi. Hey, of course, Hot Take Hockey. Huge fan of your channel, man. Absolutely my favorite hockey channel on YouTube. So really, really happy to support you. I'm really glad that you come here and support me as well. That's really, really awesome. And I can't wait to keep watching your videos and on all your content going forward for sure. No, this glass, I did not steal from a bar. It's just the regular glasses that we have at my house. Very, very good for drinks. Will Tom stay in New England? I don't think so, Ben. I think Brady's done with the Patriots. I think he goes somewhere else, and Patriots will have to move on and find a new quarterback eventually. Yes, I did see that, Danny. The Florida Panthers are hosting the All-Star game next year. That's interesting. We'll see how attendance goes for that. It is the All-Star game, so that kind of is a big draw event. But that's interesting because Florida is a team that's kind of been struggling with attendance, so we'll see. But yeah, Florida got the All-Star game next year. Do I like the 2009-2010 Winter Classic jersey? Yes, I do for Boston. I thought they were very different, not something that we've seen before, or anything that close to what we've seen Boston wear at all recently. But I thought they were really cool. It took a little while to get used to, but by the time the game came around, yeah, I did like them. Hey, Fire Strike's finally here. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. As here comes Philadelphia into the Pittsburgh zone. Joel Farabee, shot goes wide. Jarry didn't even have to make a save on that. 12 minutes left in the first period, and Pittsburgh is now trying to exit their zone. Good hard forecheck from the Flyers, though, making it a little bit difficult, but they do get it out to neutral ice before Philadelphia takes back possession. Flyers bring it in now. Glove down by Jarry, and we get a whistle again with 11:50 remaining. Does anyone remember Milan Michalek? Yes, he was drafted in the first round in 2003 by the San Jose Sharks. Had a pretty decent career, but nothing spectacular. But I certainly, absolutely do remember Milan Michalek. I know, Ben, it sucks that Brady's going to leave, but I really do think he's going to leave this offseason. Florida in February could work out. Yeah, I agree, Danny. Florida in February could. certainly work out. Chara got mad for some reason, but Seth didn't see it. Hey, Chara's been playing enforcer for the Bruins this year because they really don't have anyone else doing that can do that. So Chara's had to step up physically and emotionally, and that's the way he's been playing this year. Danny says he heard from a friend who went to the Frozen Four in Tampa a couple years ago. That was a very good host city. That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that, and I hope that Florida hosting the All-Star Game works out and maybe gives hockey in Florida a little bit more of a boost. So here's Philadelphia now dumping it back in. Can't get it in, though. Is nice play there by Pittsburgh's defense. And now here comes Brandon Tanev through the middle into the Philadelphia zone. Long shot from Bluger on goal. Stopped by Elliott. Rebound chance gets sent wide. And the Flyers flip it back out to neutral ice as we close in. 9 minutes played in this first period so far. Hugh says that he remembers Gary Galley. There's a throwback name for sure. But definitely one as a Bruins fan that I've heard talking about the classics. Gary Galley, wow. Sutton says that his favorite Bruins jersey is this year's alternate. Yeah, this year's alternate jerseys are very, very good for the Bruins, Sutton. Sharks should play in the Stadium Series in 2021, says Vaughn. Sharks need to get good again first. Then maybe we'll think about giving them a Stadium Series game. No, I do not, Rob. I do not see a league-wide number retirement for Tom Brady. They didn't do it they haven't done it for anyone else, so I don't think, Brady definitely in my mind is the greatest quarterback of all time, but I don't think he was that much better than every single other player the way Gretzky was, so I really don't see a league-wide retirement coming for that, no. Does Florida have a chance to make the playoffs? Brandon, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. And yes, the Florida Panthers absolutely could be a playoff team this year. Absolutely. They're right in the thick of that playoff race, 100%. I have no idea, Slapshot Jack. I don't even know what jerseys you have. Welcome back, DMV. Felix Potvin is a name you remember for some reason. Yeah, he was a really interesting goalie. Played in the league for a while, and very famously had a very famous fight with Ron Hextall in the, I believe, the late 90s. So, Felix Potvin, there's a very kind of random name that I do remember. Breakaway! Here comes a breakaway. Joel Farabee, and he flips it over the net. Philadelphia with a golden opportunity to score there, and Joel Farabee flips the shot over the net on the breakaway. Wow, I cannot believe he missed that badly. Oh, boy, that should have, he didn't even get a shot on goal. That could have easily been 1-0 Flyers right there. And certainly the best scoring chance of this game so far. Let's see. Hot Take Hockey with some random players. Tim Brent, Tuomo Ruutu, yeah, David Legwand, Dan Cleary, Jeff Finger, Ruslan Fedotenko. Those are perfect guys all for my NHL Remember Him series. Just like good players that are kind of random, but they actually had pretty decent careers. And I've already done, I think, at least one of those. I know I've done Ruslan Fedotenko in that series. I might have done David Legwand as well. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've done that because that's an off-season series for this channel. But, yeah, definitely some cool random guys there for sure that actually were pretty solid NHL players. Yeah, San Jose absolutely sucks this year, Hugh. I honestly don't really remember, Danny. That was before my time for sure. But I just remember the name Gary Galley and him playing on the Bruins and watching like old Bruins games with him in them, yeah. I don't know if he was on the back end of his career or not. I'm not sure. Of course, Vaughn. We're on commercial break here as the puck goes out of play once again. Of course I remember Alex Burrows, Vaughn. How could you forget that guy? One of the biggest rats of the last 20 years in the NHL. Oh, God, of course. Especially after that 2011 Stanley Cup final. Alex Burrows is a name and player I will never, ever forget. No, Ray Bourque was definitely not a Ray Bourque was definitely not a goalie there, Rob, not Vaughn, Rob. No, he was just incredible defenseman. Sutton wants to see Bergeron get a Gordie Howe hat trick. I don't think Bergeron's ever had one of those because he obviously does not fight a whole lot. Maybe like once every couple of years. But yeah, that would certainly be interesting, Sutton. Oh, Danny, you meant Potvin? Honestly, I don't really remember. That, again, that's going back, like, to the mid-2000s. I really, honestly don't remember off the top of my head. Galley was on the Bruins in the 80s and the Flyers in the 90s. Yeah. That sounds right. Should the NHL retire Sidney Crosby's number? No, I don't think so. Not league-wide. I think Gretzky's the only one I think that ever is going to get that, just because of the sheer number of points he put up. Yeah, Newfoundland legend Danny Cleary. Some very, very good seasons for Dan Cleary with the Detroit Red Wings back when they weren't the worst team in the league and actually pretty damn good. Hey, thanks for the update, Seth. We've entered the second period of the Bruins versus Golden Knights game. Next commercial break, I will definitely let you guys go over some scores from other games around the league with you guys. Danny, I just got your text message. That's mad funny. That picture's hilarious. So we got the puck drop. We're back from commercial break here. 8:20 remaining in the first period. Philadelphia dumps it in. Chad Ruhwedel back to get it for the Penguins. Good hit there along the end wall by the forechecking Flyer. I think that was Bunneman, but I'm not sure. Here comes Teddy Bluger now into the offensive zone for Pittsburgh. Bluger, nice hit there. Took the puck right off of him, and Philadelphia now gets possession and is able to exit their zone. Do I remember Joe Malone? Not particularly, Slapshot Jack, no. As Philly now bringing it into the offensive zone. Konechny hit hard there. And Pittsburgh's able to get it out. So once again, really no sustained possession in this game. It's just back and forth, dump it in, dump it back out, dump it in, dump it back out. And that's really how most of this game has gone so far. Now Malkin's in on the forecheck for the Pittsburgh Penguins, trying to set up in the offensive zone. Now we have a little bit of possession here as Malkin walks it to the middle. Long shot gets blocked wide. Philly now trying to get it out. Unable to. Nice hit right there at the point. One of the Flyers players got knocked right on his ass. And now here comes the Flyers, and Jarry has to make a nice save on a quick 2-on-1 there for Philadelphia on the captain, Claude Giroux. So nice job there by Tristan Jarry to make the save. And we continue to stay 0-0 here in the first period. Let's see. 2-0 Islanders winning against the Rangers. Okay, so it looks like the Islanders are finally going to beat the Rangers. They've played 3 times now this is the third game in the past couple weeks, and the Rangers won the first 2. So looks like the Isles might finally win one. Malone is the first superstar in league history. I don't really know him. Drew Brees has the offensive Wayne Gretzky just at Brees numbers. Interesting comparison there, Rob. He played in the 20s. Okay, well, that would be why I don't know him. Have you ever watched some funny news reports that reporters draw a penis? That's, yeah, I've definitely seen that when I was, like, in middle school DMV. Not recently, though. Hey, Scott, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate having you here, as always. Is Ryan Malone a relative? I have no idea. Do you remember Victor Stahlberg? Yes, absolutely remember Victor Stahlberg. And yeah, he is a pretty good candidate for NHL. Remember him, Vaughn. Definitely going to agree with you on that. As Pittsburgh dumps it into the Philadelphia end here, and the Flyers have to regroup while getting a line change. Still 0-0 in the first period here. Ticking down towards 6 minutes remaining in the first. Couple scoring chances, but no goals yet. Not a whole lot of offense either way. And Philadelphia now trying to set up in the offensive zone. And they turn it over, and Pittsburgh's able to dump it right back out. So it seems to be continuing here with not a lot of offense. And that's just the way it's going. Hey, Sega Boy, welcome to the stream as we get another whistle here with 5:52 remaining. Glad to have you here as always, and awesome to have you back on a stream, man, for sure. Random Stu Barnes, another awesome NHL Remember Him candidate. All right, Seth, that's cool, man. Thank you so much for stopping in and watching. Really appreciate it, and hopefully I'll talk to you soon as Brian Elliott has to make a save right off the face-off there, and Pittsburgh will get another offensive zone face-off, but we're going to head to commercial break now. Ace, welcome to the stream, Ace. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it, as always. Says too many players. They need to go to decimal points on the jerseys. That would certainly make things a little bit more confusing, to say the least. Let's see. Check the main account on Discord. Okay, I will do. Now's a good time to do it while we're on commercial break. Hey, there you go, Sutton. Love to see that. Love to see that. That's awesome, man. Cool picture, definitely, for sure. Let's check some scores, guys. So, let's see. Boston's now on the power play. Thank you for the update, Brandon. Christopher Stieg, yeah. DMV, I can only do so many NHL Remember Hymns. I thank you all for listen, there's a million players that I could easily do NHL Remember Hymns for. I'm never going to get to all of them. But that is an off-season series. I will only be doing those videos in the off-season, and I will probably be doing them one per week like I did this past off-season. Anyway, let's check some scores here. Bruins and Golden Knights are tied 1-1 in the second period. The Islanders are up 2-0 on the Rangers in the second period. The Hurricanes have a 3-1 lead over the Winnipeg Jets in the second period. And the Penguins and Flyers in our game here are obviously tied 0-0. The only game tonight that has not started yet is Panthers and Blackhawks, which is starting in about half an hour, 8:30 start time in Chicago. So 5 games in total tonight. 4 have already started. Looks like the Islanders have a 2-goal lead, the Hurricanes have a 2-goal lead, and the other 2 games are tied. No, I am sorry, Dahlia. I cannot show the game. That's a copyright violation. YouTube will take down the video and my channel. So I cannot show any of the game ever on this channel or on YouTube in general. So it's just my play-by-play. It's a play-by-play stream, and that's just what it is. I wish I could show it, but I cannot. It's very illegal. And we got a good chance here for Travis connecting, but he takes a long shot. And that's it. Oh. Yeah, I'm just going to skip half the chats that aren't important. All right, so here's Pittsburgh now in the neutral zone, dumping it into the Philadelphia end. Looking to get some possession here. Once again, Philadelphia easily able to exit their zone. No sustained pressure for either side in this game at all. Nobody can keep the puck. Everyone just keeps dumping it back and forth to each other. It's kind of annoying. Like there's nothing happening in this game. This whole first period's kind of been a waste of time. Here's Pittsburgh, just dumps it in. Brian Elliott passes it to his defenseman, and the Flyers are able to exit out of the zone. So, like, what is going on in this game? No offensive possession either way for either of these teams. Now, here's Philadelphia bringing it into the zone, dumping it down behind the net, trying to get it out in front. Good defense there from Pittsburgh. Once again, strong defense from both of these teams so far. Philly, at least, with some offensive zone time here. Not that they're doing a whole lot with it. And now Pittsburgh just takes the puck away and heads up ice 3-on-3. Pittsburgh now will probably do the same as they try and dump it in. And Philadelphia now playing strong defensively. They take the puck away, and once again they're able to dump it out. So again, no possession either way here, just dumping it back and forth. All right, see you, Rob. See you, Sutton. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Yeah, I did a video on the Gerard Gallant firing. I'm not going to repeat the entire video during the stream. But basically, it was really dumb by Vegas. There was no reason to fire him. It was shocking. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I did the video on it. If you want my full reaction, just go back and watch my video. I did it the day it happened, I think, or the day after. No, it was the day it happened I recorded that. So we got another whistle here, and man, there's just like been no offense in this period at all. Absolutely no offense in this game. Hey, thanks for the update, Brandon. Another Boston power play. So Boston's power play has not been good the last few games, but we'll see if they can use their the man advantage to possibly get a lead in that game. There's great chance there. How did Brian Elliott stop that? What a freaking save from Brian Elliott. How did he stop that? Agazzino had an open net. Hey, Itch, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Agazzino, and he hit the post. Elliott didn't make the save. Agazzino tipped it in on an wide open net, and he hit the post. Oh, man. So close to being 1-0 Pittsburgh there, and he gets straight pipe on the deflection and isn't able to score. Wow. Yeah, Hugh, you're almost right on. My phone says 14 degrees outside right now, so you were very close there, Hugh. It's 14 out in Mass right now, at least where I am right now. DMV says if Vegas gets out of the playoff spot, then McCrimmon is out of the job. I mean, yeah, if you're going to fire your coach mid-season and then not make the playoffs when you were a playoff team, yeah, I would think that McCrimmon would probably have to take a fall for that. I agree with you there, DMV. And I still don't think firing Gallant was the right move at all. That was a wild move in my mind. Yeah, it's been really cold pretty much everywhere in the East recently, Hugh, for sure. Minus 73, Ace? That's absolutely nuts, man. No, Exotic, I apologize, but I cannot show the game. That's illegal on YouTube. It's a copyright violation. YouTube takes down the stream and takes down your channel, so it's only play-by-play. There will be no hockey shown on YouTube, no. Yeah, all the iguanas they might start falling out of trees in Florida because it's too cold for them. That's what I heard on the news today is Pittsburgh's trying to get it into the zone. Philly now regrouping Provorov D to D. Philadelphia trying to get it out. They dump it out to the neutral zone all the way down, right in on Tristan Jarry, though, who has to play it. And we have more back and forth neutral zone action here. So we're down towards 2.5 minutes remaining in the first period, guys. 0-0 game still so far. Yeah, HTH. I'm waiting for the... I mean, God, it never ends with that, but I'm waiting for that to start flooding into the chat. I'm sure it's going to get real bad come playoff time with people asking to see the game. It's like, nope, I can't show the game. I'm sorry, but it's literally illegal. Let's see. Itch says if it's cold, just piss in your hands or piss in your pants. No, I don't know about that. I probably won't be doing that. I'll just wear a couple extra layers if I have to go outside, as we got an icing call here on Pittsburgh with 1:59 remaining. Vaughn asked if I watch CNN. No, I do not watch CNN. It was on my, they were talking about on the local news channel around here. I'm not really sure why. It has nothing to do with my local area, but they did talk about it for some reason. Oh, damn. Pasta just had a great chance but missed the net. That sucks. Pasta hasn't missed too many nets this year. He's got 37 goals already, but I guess he couldn't get it done that time for sure. See, Fire Strike coming in here with the rules of the channel, apparently, as he says he can't show the game, and also says no politics, no religious talk as well, and be respectful. You know, your usual channel rules for any channel on YouTube. So we're ticking down here. Minute 20 remaining in the first period. Philadelphia exiting their zone. Dump it out to the neutral zone where we got I believe a tripping call coming up as Chad Ruido gets taken out at neutral ice. Looks like they might have gone knee on knee there. That was not a good looking collision. And it looks, yeah, we definitely got a penalty against the Flyers here. Ruido was going up. Oh, God, that is brutal. Jake Voracek sticks his knee way out. Stuck that left leg way, way out and took Chad Ruido's knee right out there. That is, Ruido was trying to bat the puck down and stand up in the neutral zone, and Voracek just stuck his leg right out and went knee to knee with him. Oh, my God. That was a blatantly obvious tripping call there. Knee could be called kneeing as well. But anyway, Pittsburgh's getting the first power play of the game here with 1:14 remaining in the first. So it will carry over if the Penguins do not score to the second period. At least a few seconds of it. But we'll see if Pittsburgh's able to capitalize here with about a minute left in the first on the man advantage of this 0-0 game. See, Pittsburgh trying to set up in the offensive zone. So far, so good on the PK for Philadelphia, and now the puck gets deflected up and out of play into the bench area with 53 seconds left. Let's see. Oh, damn, Fire Strike. That sucks. Yeah, NHL's rough with that. Like, all your good players get hurt in GM mode, and then you can never win. It's really, really rough with that. Let's see. Brandon says he'll keep me updated with the Boston game. Thank you so much, Brandon. Very much appreciate it. Even though you're rooting for Vegas, that's okay. Thank you. I really do appreciate the updates. Hey, Hockey News Reports. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it, as always. No, DMV, no. Just absolutely not. As here's Philadelphia. You're doing a good job killing off the penalty. Possession in the neutral zone here. Kevin Hayes has taken the puck. Kevin Hayes, one-man show into the offensive zone and then back. And we're down now, 20 seconds left in the first period. This has been an outstanding penalty kill so far for the Philadelphia Flyers, who are just eating the clock up here playing keep away. And now they dump it all the way back down, and that's just about going to do it here for the first period as the clock strikes 0. That is it. 46 remaining seconds on the power play will carry over into the second period. But we are at the end of the first. Still no score between these two teams in the Battle of Pennsylvania. 0-0 after 1. And it's intermission time now, so we've got some time to kill, guys. So keep that chat going. We've got some time to kill. We've got plenty to talk about. And we'll see what happens here the rest of this game. Still no score so far. Very, very close game. Not a whole lot of offense either way. And yeah, so while we head to intermission here, I just want to remind everyone that if you are new to the channel and happen to be watching, please subscribe. That really, really helps out the channel. We're looking to grow this every single night. Would love to go over 1,150 subscribers tonight. We are almost there. So I would love to cross over that mark. So please subscribe if you're new. And if you have not already, anybody, all of you, please hit that thumbs up button and give this stream a like. That really, really does help out the channel a lot. Gets a lot more people in the stream, a lot more people watching, which really does help the channel grow. So that would be very much appreciated. Let's see. Fire Strike says Philadelphia kills us in round 1. They have Jumbo, so I hope they win. Okay. NHL Hockey News Report says he likes the Pens and Caps because Ovi and Crosby are both amazing. Brandon with the update. Boston took a high sticking penalty, so dumb penalty there by the Bruins. Oh, okay, I got you, Fire Strike. Rangers in the 2020-21 season. Okay. Ranger Danger. Do I think Yager should come back? Absolutely not. No, Yager's much too old at this point. What the hell, Itch? That's quite an interesting thing to put in the chat. I'm not even really going to answer that. I'm just going to ignore that, but that's wild. That is absolutely wild. I think Patrick Marleau probably retires after this year, news reports. I think this is probably a swan song for him. One last year with the San Jose Sharks. They're obviously not making the playoffs. I think Marleau's probably done after this year. Yeah, he's not going to beat Gordie Howe. No, I don't see that happening. Howe played so many games for so long. I just don't see anyone passing him. Wow. All right, Fire Strike. Looks like your GM mode's actually a lot of fun. Keandre Miller wins the Calder. That's good. Damn. Okay. That would definitely be good for you, for sure. So, we're at the Lexus Intermission report here as we have a 0-0 game between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Philadelphia Flyers. Hey, sport highlights. Yeah, absolutely nothing physical in this first period at all. It's Penguins Flyers, and that's what I mean. I said before the game started that this rivalry has really died down over the last couple of years. This was I think the top rivalry in the NHL in the early 2010s. They had that playoff series. I think it was 2012 that they had the playoff series. It was absolutely bonkers, like off the wall, crazy series. Fights and brawls all over the place, massive amounts of scoring. This was a top tier NHL rivalry, and now all of a sudden, I mean, absolutely nothing happens between these two teams, and there literally wasn't a single even scrum in that first period. Never mind a fight. So yeah, it's not the Penguins and Flyers like it used to be, and I think that's really unfortunate. Hockey is better when it's physical, and these two teams don't play each other physical anymore. Oh, okay. Vegas just took a 2-1 lead. Nick Hague gets his first career goal, and Vegas has a 2-1 lead over Boston. Do you think it makes sense for San Jose to trade Marleau or Thornton or both? I think, honestly, they're probably both done after this season. At least one of them's going to retire, so I don't think they're going to have to worry about it. I don't think either of those two want to play anywhere else. I think they're just going to finish this season and then retire. Yeah, I mean, I think at this point it's pretty obvious that the Sharks need some sort of a rebuild for sure. Whether it's a full rebuild where they dump all their win now players and try a full rebuild, or if they try and do like a quick couple year turnaround, the Sharks got to do something to get better. That's for sure. No, I wasn't talking about 2018, Vaughn. I was talking about their playoff series back in 2012, I think it was, that was full of fights, full of brawls, full of high-scoring games. Has nothing to do with their 2018 series. That one was kind of boring, honestly. Their 2012 series, I think, was like the absolute peak of Flyers versus Penguins. Hey, Kyle, what's going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it, as always. Glad you could make it. Means a lot to have you here. Islanders up 3-0 now over the Rangers. Anders Lee just scored. NHL, what do you think about the underrated Blue Jackets? I mean, the Blue Jackets are no guarantee to make the playoffs. They're still very, very much in a heated battle right now for those last couple of playoff spots. I mean, listen, I did the video. I literally did a video talking about Columbus today. Like, if you want my opinion, then watch the video. Yeah, I mean, Columbus is playing better than I thought they would, but they still could miss the playoffs. There's no guarantee that they make the playoffs. They're only in by like a point right now. Can the Oilers? Yeah, the Oilers absolutely can make the playoffs. Absolutely. 100%. They're in a playoff spot right now. They're 1 point out of first place. They're 100% possible for them to make the playoffs. Absolutely. Devils should sign Bill Peters. Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily going to happen, but we'll see. I don't think Bill Peters is going to be coaching in the NHL anytime soon. All right, I'm going to finish this soda off here in the second period. Yeah, honestly, Fire Strike, they should be called the Edmonton McDrysaddles, because literally it's Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, the rest of the team. Like, those two are absolutely dominating. Those two are putting up almost all the points for Edmonton. And then after that, there's really not a whole lot there. But I do agree with that whole Edmonton McDrysaddles thing. They're very heavily reliant on those two players, 100%. Am I on Twitch? No, I am not on Twitch, Hugh. I do everything strictly on YouTube. All my videos, all my content are all on YouTube. That's it. I have no interest in trying to grow on another platform or anything. YouTube only for me. Do I have a cooler next to me? No, I just have my drink next to me and the soda can, but I just emptied this. Do I think that Fleury is getting old and they need to look to a new goalie in the future? I mean, obviously he's 35 years old. He's definitely getting up there in age. He's still one of the top goaltenders in the league, but I mean, yeah, Fleury's probably got another 2 or 3 high level years in him. And by then they'll need to have a goaltender of the future for sure. But so obviously it's time to start thinking about that, but they don't need a new goalie yet. Not right now. I think Fleury's still got at least 2 or 3 good years left in him. I have no idea, Vaughn. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. I have no idea who the Sharks coach is going to be. I don't know who the new coach for any team that's looking for a new coach is going to be next year. That's completely up to them. I have no say in that. Yeah, Oilers have gotten a little bit better secondary scoring-wise, but still, when you look at the season stats, it's Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl way ahead of everybody else. Brandon thinks that free agency is going to be boring this year. We'll see. I can tell you the trade deadline this season is going to be very, very boring. There's really no top-end player out there. It's going to be mostly depth moves. You'll see some secondary scoring guys get moved, like Kreider into Foley and J.G. Peugeot, but there's no real like top high-end guys out there. This trade deadline is going to be one of the worst ones that we've seen in recent history. Fleury already established his career. Well, yeah, obviously, Fleury's career is already established, but he's only 35. There's no reason, and he's still really good. There's no reason for him to stop. He doesn't. There's no reason for Marc-Andre Fleury to just stop playing. He's still extremely good. He's gonna play as long as he can until he can't anymore. Yeah, I don't think anybody thought that, THG. I know I predicted the Sharks to finish second in the division and the Oilers to finish, I think, third to last. Now it looks like the Sharks are going to finish third to last and the Oilers could finish second in the division. So, very, very unexpected Pacific Division this year, to say the least. Yeah, I kind of agree, Firestrike. I don't think free agency is going to be that bad this year. McAvoy is injured. That is not good. That is very, very bad for the Bruins if Charlie McAvoy is injured now. That did not need to... Absolutely did not need to hear that. Oh, damn, Sports Fanatic. That sucks, man. But, hey, hopefully you can eventually get it uploaded so I can watch it. Who could be the most surprising player move that we don't think of? How the hell am I supposed to know that? I have no idea. I have no idea who's going to get moved and who's not. Patrice Bergeron's under contract for quite a while longer, Kyle, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. And listen, Patrice Bergeron will forever be a Boston Bruin. I don't think he is ever going to play for another team in the NHL. Yeah, Fleury went to 5 cups. No, he went to 4 cups. 3 with Pittsburgh. Yeah, 3 with Pittsburgh and 1 with Vegas. He went to 4 cups, not 5, I don't think. Oh, no, he went to... No, 5. You're right. He went to 2 the first time with Pittsburgh, won 1. Went to 2 the second time with Pittsburgh, won both. And then went with Vegas. No, you're right, Hugh. That's my bad. He has gone to 5. That's incredible. 5 Stanley Cups. Wow. 5 Stanley Cups. He's won 3 of them for Marc-Andre Fleury. What an incredible career. One of the greatest goaltenders in NHL history, for sure. Thoughts about the Panthers? We already talked about that, DMV. Yes, Panthers are hosting the All-Star Game next year. I don't know what you want me to say about that. Hopefully it helps out Florida or hockey in Florida. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I don't know what else I can say about that. Mike Hoffman is going to get paid in free agency. Yeah, I mean, I would think so. Mike Hoffman's a very, very good goal scorer. Absolutely. He's 100% going to get a big contract in free agency for sure. Some team that needs scoring is going to give him a whole lot of money. Yeah, Bergeron still has 3 years left on his contract. He's not going anywhere. Yeah, but it doesn't matter that he was on the bench, Hugh. He was still on the team, so it still counts as a Stanley Cup win for him. He was on the team, so he won the Stanley Cup. Matt Murray was the starter, but that doesn't matter. It still counts as a Stanley Cup win in his career. Hey, Nathan, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining. Really, really appreciate it. Wow, that's absolutely nuts, Firestrike. That's quite the crew that you just hired there. No. You don't have to play in the final. No. The goaltender and the backup goaltender count as Stanley Cup winners. All you have to do is play one playoff game, or if you play like 25 games in the regular season. And for goalies even, I think it's different. Like, backup goalies still get their name on the cup. Yeah, at 100% still get their name on the cup. Mark Stone would never, ever fight Zdeno Chara, Kyle. Mark Stone's not a fighter. That wouldn't make any sense for him. Well, Jeff Skinner level overpaid. Now, that is overpaid. I don't know if Hoffman's going to get $9 million a year like Skinner did, because that Skinner contract is absolutely awful. But... No, you don't have to play in the finals. What if you're on the team all year, Hugh, and then you get hurt in the first round of the playoffs? Do you just not get your name on the cup? No. If you play 25 games in the regular season, you get your name on the cup. If you play one game in the playoffs, I believe you get your name on the cup. You don't have to play in the finals. Otherwise, all the players who were out injured in the finals wouldn't get their name on the cup, and that doesn't make any sense. No. That also would never happen, DMV. Nathan Gerby would never fight Zdeno Chara. No, Marc-Andre Fleury's name is on the cup 3 times. I can guarantee you that. He was the starter for the first series, for the first cup win. And then when he was backing up Matt Murray, the backup goaltender still gets his name on the Stanley Cup. Ugh. All right, we are back. Second period. I almost forgot to change it again. Oh, shit. All right. We are back. Move that to the second. And we have a 0-0 game. Heading into the second period here. Battle of Pennsylvania. Philadelphia Flyers, Pittsburgh Penguins. No scoring yet. Puck is dropped, and we are underway here in the second. We've got about 40 seconds remaining on the power play for Pittsburgh here. The first power play of the game. And Philadelphia looks like they dump it right back down and are going to be able to kill this off. Yeah, I would say probably about 6. Yeah, I think you're about spot on there, THG. 6-1 or 6-2, I assume would probably be the average. And yeah, and he played in the regular season too, Nathan. He played a lot in the regular season, so his name is absolutely on the cup. Also, especially for goaltenders, you don't have to play, you just have to be dressed for the game. And if you're dressed as the backup goaltender, that counts as dressed for the game, as playing. So that counts as being on the team for that game as well. So as long as you're the starter or the backup goaltender, you're on the team, you're on the roster, you count as playing. Because you're dressed for that game. Even if you don't actually get on the ice, you're not a scratch. So what is going on with this camera? Refocus. This camera gets mad annoying sometimes. Anthony Mantha is probably done for the season now, Brandon. I mean, the guy's injured every year. Ton of talent, really good player, but the guy's injured like every year. All right, I am... Oh, okay, so they have to play at least half the regular season or one game in the Stanley Cup Finals. But if you're a goaltender, you're dressed for, even if you're the backup, you're still dressed for the game, which counts as playing. So he doesn't actually have to step on the ice as a backup goalie. Your name still gets on the cup because you're dressed for the game. So that's... Fleury's name is definitely on the cup all 3 times with Pittsburgh. Hey, back to 3-0 in the Islanders-Rangers game. The goal was offsides. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm done trying to keep up with this chat. I'm going to call the game. Yeah, I'm going to try and keep up with the game as we get a great chance there from Sean Couturier. There's 0% chance I'm going to be able to keep up with everything in this chat tonight, so I'm just going to focus on the game and then pick and choose some stuff from the chat. Here comes Pittsburgh into the offensive zone. I feel like I've called absolutely none of this game because I've been trying to keep up with everything in the chat so far. I got to call some of the game. This is a play-by-play stream. Philadelphia exiting their zone, 3-on-3, back up the other way. Now 4-on-3 as the defense jumps in. And good stick there from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh able to easily bring it back the other way. Evgeny Malkin to Brian Rust with a great opportunity and unable to get a stick on it in front is one of the Penguins forwards. And now Philadelphia exits their zone. Here comes Travis Konechny in on Tristan Jarry trying to make a move. Good job by Pittsburgh there getting back. Hey, welcome back, Ben. Thank you so much for tuning back in. Really, really appreciate it. Philadelphia now in the offensive zone. Shot blocked at the point, and now here comes Pittsburgh out. Nice job getting back, though, by the Flyers. And they're able to take the puck right away. And now Kevin Hayes brings it in past Chris Letang into the offensive zone. Forechecking here are the Flyers trying to gain possession in the offensive zone. Pittsburgh now able to dump it back out, and they send it all the way down, but it's going to be on goal. Elliott has to play it, and Justin Braun regroups for Philadelphia. Philly now dumps it back in. We're about 4 minutes into the second period here. Still 0-0 between these two teams. Very defensive game. Not only no scoring, no real sustained pressure or offense from either of these teams so far. Honestly, this hasn't been a great game to watch, to be honest with you. Not nearly as good as the last Pittsburgh and Boston games. This game hasn't nearly been that exciting. So, here's Philly now in their own zone, trying to regroup and get the puck out. Pittsburgh was applying some pressure, but now they've gone out and had to clear the zone. So, Philly has a chance to regroup here with 15 minutes exactly, 15:05 remaining in the second period. Pittsburgh, again, oh my God, this is so frustrating to watch. This is so frustrating. Like, I'm getting mad watching this game because it's literally dump the puck in, dump it back out. Dump the puck in the other way, dump it back out. There's no offense, no sustained pressure. These teams are just flipping the puck back and forth to each other. Like, there is nothing going on. This is making me mad. Finally, we get a goal. Holy crap, off the rush, Jake Voracek puts a backhander past Tristan Jarry, and we finally get a goal. Didn't even need sustained offense for it, but Philadelphia takes a 1-0 lead on the rush. Beautiful pass across to Jake Voracek. Let's see, Hornquist just dumps the puck out to the neutral zone like they've been doing all night. And then great pass there to Voracek, and Voracek just tucks it in inside the post, inside the far post, right by Jarry's skate there. And we got a 1-0 lead for the Philadelphia Flyers. Finally something happened. Finally something happened. Okay. So we'll see if Pittsburgh can respond here. Philadelphia takes the early lead. We have no icing, and Elliott has to cover that. So we're going to have an offensive zone faceoff here coming up for Pittsburgh. 10th goal of the season for Jake Voracek. What a beautiful pass from Sean Couturier there. Threads the needle, tape to tape, right to Voracek, who then pulls a nice move in front and is able to tuck it in the far post and put the Flyers up 1-0. No, there's no offense in this game, THG, really. No sustained pressure for either team at all. All right, thank you, Nathan, for the update. Blackhawks and Panthers have started. And that another whistle here. 13:58 remaining. Another whistle and another face-off coming up in the offensive zone. But we're going to head to commercial break first. Let's see. Voracek looks like a Flyers player. Yes, he does. Very much so. Hey, Alexander. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Glad to have you here. So we're at commercial now. Let's check some scores, see what else is going on. I know we've got guys keeping us updated, but Golden Knights up on Boston 2-1, end of the second. Islanders up 3-0 still on the Rangers. Hurricanes maintaining a 3-1 lead over the Winnipeg Jets. Flyers have taken the 1-0 lead over Pittsburgh, and the Panthers and Blackhawks just started 0-0 in that one. All right. So that's the other action in the NHL tonight. All 5 games have started, and we will see how those go. Most diehard hockey states in any order are Minnesota, New York, Massachusetts, Michigan, right? Yeah, it sounds pretty good to me. That sounds pretty good. I would say that... Yeah, I mean, I have no complaints there, THG. I can't, nothing's popping into my head as like an obvious miss or anything. So maybe Wisconsin's in there, although Wisconsin doesn't have an NHL team. So, they're a big college hockey area, but there's no NHL team in Wisconsin. Yeah, that sounds good, I guess. Yeah, Jonathan Huberdeau, Brandon, is one of the most underrated players in the entire NHL, without a doubt. Absolutely. He's having the best season of his career this year, and absolutely no one is talking about it, but he's been absolutely outstanding this season. Yeah, there's a lot of states that are big in college hockey, but they don't really have any NHL. They don't have an NHL team or any NHL fandom or anything. So it's kind of hard to gauge those states like North Dakota, Wisconsin, South Dakota, areas like that. I don't know. Because it's big for college hockey, but there's no pro there. So it's kind of weird. But it's hard to rank states as far as who likes the sport. Like, it's more based on region than particular states. Hey, what's going on, Michael? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in as Philadelphia gets another shot on goal there. And Pittsburgh now trying to get the puck out of their own end. Philly's going to go for a line change, which will allow the Penguins to clear to the neutral zone, but Philadelphia takes it right back, then tags up. Kevin Hayes in on the forecheck. Teddy Bluger does a nice job shielding him off. Pittsburgh, once again, round the other side, trying to get it out of their zone. Letang just flips it through the neutral zone into the Flyers' end, and the Flyers have to regroup defensively now. I mean, Michael, Minnesota has the Minnesota Wild. They have an NHL team. I mean, Minnesota is not a great NHL team, but they're certainly an NHL team. As Rico is going to the box here for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So the Philadelphia Flyers are about to get their first power play of the game here. We got a penalty. Was it holding on Juuso Riikola there? Yep, holding call on Riikola. So Philadelphia is going to get their first power play opportunity of the game, and a chance to extend their lead here. 2 minutes for holding. Shot on goal there. Ends up getting blocked wide, and the Penguins quickly clear it down. And Philadelphia has to go back and get it behind their own net. 20 seconds already gone off of the power play. All right, I got you, Michael. Yeah, no, the Wild aren't very good, but they're definitely an NHL team. Steve Mason is out of the league, Vaughn. He wasn't good anymore, and now he doesn't play in the NHL anymore. No, I have not, Brandon. I have never tried Timbit cereal before. Minute left. Minute 05 remaining on the power play. Long shot from the point. Saved there by Tristan Jarry. 1:04 remaining on the man advantage. 11:29 remaining in the second period. 1-0 Flyers lead. They are also on the man advantage here, looking to extend their lead to 2. Offensive zone face-off here for Philadelphia. Flyers win it back to the point, but it goes past the defenseman and all the way down, so Brian Elliott has to play it behind his net. And another 15 seconds or so are going to be killed off on this power play by the Pittsburgh Penguins, whose penalty kill is doing a fine job right now of not giving anything up. And that's going to be another clear for Pittsburgh as they send it all the way back down. Or no, only to the neutral zone where Philly now regroups. 35 seconds remaining on the power play. Another bad pass from Philadelphia. And that one goes all the way down the ice. 25 seconds remaining. This power play has not been good for the Philadelphia Flyers. And Pittsburgh is rather easily killing it off so far. Nice move there through the middle by Sean Couturier. Now we have another penalty call coming up, and Chris Letang does not look happy. So I believe Chris Letang is going to be the one headed to the penalty box. Yes, he is, and it's going to be a short 2-man advantage for the Philadelphia Flyers for 13 seconds, and then another 5-on-4 advantage. As the power play will continue, we got a penalty call coming up against Chris Letang of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's see. Sanheim hit him along the boards. What did he do? And then it looks like Letang may have slashed him behind the play. And that's going to... Roughing. Okay, it wasn't slashing. It was roughing. So Letang to the box for roughing. 5-on-3 for 13 seconds for Philadelphia. And then they'll have another 5-on-4 power play coming up. Yeah, there you go, Michael. A lot of games going on right now. Boston and Vegas also playing, and the Rangers and Islanders are also playing as well. 5 games in total tonight, all going on right now. And the 5-on-3 portion is now killed off. It was obviously very, very quick. But a minute and a half still of 5-on-4 opportunity here for the Philadelphia Flyers, getting their second power play chance now with Letang in the box. We'll see if this power play now can look any better than it did at the first part, because the Penguins killed that off easily. Not even close to getting anything going for Philadelphia. We'll see if maybe this time they can do a little bit better. And they can't. The puck is sent all the way down. And minute left on the man advantage. Under 10 minutes left in the second period as we cross now the halfway point of this game. Let's see. Danny asks, would you ever use a standalone microphone? You're thinking about getting one yourself? Yeah, I definitely would. If I had one, I would have to obviously look into what kind to get and stuff like that. But 100%, I could hook a USB mic up and use that as my microphone. Because my camera has a built-in microphone, so I just use that, and that really hasn't seemed to be a problem yet. So, I'm really not going to spend the money on the standalone mic unless I have to. But definitely, if you're thinking about streaming or podcasting, a standalone mic is definitely, I think, something that you could certainly get into if you have the money for it. And certainly I think would help for sure. So I just don't, because I think that the mic on my camera works, at least good enough for this. But a standalone mic would definitely be higher quality, Danny, for sure. And it would definitely be useful for videos like this and also podcasting for sure, 100%. So Pittsburgh has killed off both penalties. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Here comes Sidney Crosby into the offensive zone. Pittsburgh now trying to get a goal back as they need to tie this game up. 8 minutes remaining in the second period. Yeah, well, I definitely would say Sean Avery Vaughn for sure. Oh, damn DMV. That sucks as we got a scrum in front of the net, Flyers net here. And Philadelphia is able to dump it all the way back down as this goes for icing against the Flyers. And we have another whistle with 7:47 remaining. Yeah, if you're gonna do a podcast, Danny, 100% a standalone mic, I think is definitely a good investment for you for sure. Hey, Derek, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. And the Bruins' lead was never 20-plus points. They had a 14-point lead in the division, and now it is 6. So, yes, the Bruins have not been playing very well lately. Lightning have been really hot, but it wasn't a 20-plus point lead. They had a 14-point lead in the division. And then it's been all downhill since then. Yeah, I'm very happy, Vaughn. I would absolutely love for either of those matchups. Flames and Canucks, I think, would be a whole lot of fun. And obviously, Flames and Oilers is a matchup I am hoping to see in the playoffs this year. That will be hockey at its absolute best. Hey, Vincent, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I had midterms as well. Yeah, it's that time of year for those of you that are still in school. 100%. You can't believe Backus was on waivers? I can. Backus has been horrible. Absolutely horrible. Completely useless the last 2 years for Boston. So I 100% can believe that David Backus was put on waivers. And they're going to buy him out at the end of the year because he has been absolutely useless. Yeah, no, they did. They were up over 20 points on the Lightning, but they never had that big of a division lead. But you're right. They did have a over 20-point lead on the Lightning at one point. Yes, Derek, for sure. And we get a whistle here as we head to commercial break. All right, so... Yeah, huge wasted money with David Backus in Boston. Absolute waste of money. $6 million down the drain, and they honestly probably should have waived him sooner. They should have waived him sooner. He's been absolutely useless. If you want that cap hit DMV, go ahead and have him. Go ahead and have him. You can pay him $6 million a year to score 3 or 4 goals. All right, thank you, Brandon. Third period has begun in Boston, so we'll see who can come out of that game with the win. Backus and Shattenkirk leaving definitely helped out St. Louis, Michael, 100%. Slava Voinov was a very bad Vaughn for sure. Hey, I'm white, I'm black. Welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. So we're at commercial break here. Let's check some scores quickly. Bruins in Vegas, 2-1 Vegas. Islanders still up 3-0 on the Rags. Hurricanes with the 3-1 lead still over the Jets. Flyers and Penguins in our game here still 1-0. And Panthers and Blackhawks are still 0-0. So that's it for your NHL action tonight. Well, it's just... No, I think Backus could be fine as a fourth liner, but you can't be paying him $6 million a year. And he really can't skate at the NHL level anymore, which definitely hurts. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, I don't think produces enough offensively. To be a number 1 overall pick, you've got to be a big-time scorer. And Ryan Nugent-Hopkins really does not produce that much offensively for a first overall pick. He's a good player, but he's a good, solid player. He's a nice middle of the lineup guy, but I would definitely want to see more scoring from him. I have not. Oh, McElhaney? McElhaney is the backup in Tampa Bay now, and yeah, he was really, really good in Carolina last year. I mean, the Lightning knew what they were getting when they got him. He had an outstanding season last year in Carolina, and now he's the backup for Vasilevsky in Tampa Bay. Yeah, Vincent, I agree. The Flyers' power play lately has not been good. Pittsburgh is on the power play now. Again, I'm getting way too caught up in this chat, and I'm missing everything happening on the ice. Pittsburgh's on the power play now. A minute left on the power play. 5:05 left in the second period, trying to tie the game up. I mean, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, I don't think he's at a point per game this year. All right, how do I pick? This NHL app is kind of annoying. Not easy to go through. Now I'm looking stuff up instead of calling the game. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has 33 points in 43 games played this year. So he's definitely off of a point per game pace. He's at 0.77 points per game, but I mean, he's supposed to be like a second line guy for them. I mean, he's a good player. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is definitely a good player. But there are a lot better first overall picks than Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Yeah, I'm with Michael on that. Nugent-Hopkins is not top-line material, but he's very serviceable. Yeah. No, Nail Yakupov is one of the biggest draft busts of all time. See. Hey, William, welcome to the stream. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. I got to stop with this chat and just call some of this game. Who's better, Nugent-Hopkins or Ekblad? Both. That's tough. They're both like okay. They're like, neither of them are great. Neither of them are bad. They're both like okay. Yeah, 100% agree, Hugh. Pittsburgh and Edmonton are proof that number one picks do not mean cups unless, you got to put a good team around them. And you got to draft well, for sure. All right, DMV, see ya. Thanks for watching. DeBrusk scored. Nice. Boston ties that game up at 2-2. Against Vegas, Jake DeBrusk with the goal, so that game is now tied. That's fantastic. So yeah, we're at commercial here. I'm going to try and get caught up in the chat at least a little bit, but I can't keep up with all of this. Yes, Derek, very much so. That was a very, very fun trip to the mountains. I'm glad I brought the carbine rifle with me. I needed that. But it was a fun trip to the mountains for sure, Derek. That was I've played that game so many times and I never knew that was there. So that was a really interesting find. Probably really hard to get to, but once you got there, it was a lot of fun for sure. Yeah, no, Aaron Ekblad has never really turned into the high-end number one defenseman that he was supposed to. Not at all. Not at all. I mean, he's good. Again, he's a good player. But as a number one overall pick, I mean, he hasn't lived up to that billing yet at all, no. Will Mike Babcock coach again? Absolutely, Vaughn, as long as he wants to. I mean, he obviously has to want a job and not to retire. But as long as Mike Babcock wants a job, he'll be coaching somewhere next season. Absolutely. Linus Ullmark on the Oilers was sick for a bit. I don't really remember that. Yeah, no, yeah. Well, I'm talking about GTA. I'm not actually going to the mountains. Is we got a big hit by Pittsburgh's defenseman there on one of the Flyers players. 3 minutes now remaining in the second period. Josh Bailey scored for the Islanders to give them a 4-0 lead. Okay, so that game's over. Here comes Pittsburgh now in the offensive zone. Final minutes winding down of this second period, and there's no one barely left watching, but whatever. Under 3 minutes now left in the second. Philadelphia with the 1-0 lead. Get it out to the point here. Long shot, glove save by Elliott, and we get a cover and a whistle here with 2:40 remaining. So, ticking down to the final minutes of the second period here. 1-0 Philadelphia. Remember, guys, if you're new to the channel and happen to be watching, please hit that subscribe button and follow along for all my content. And if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button, give this stream a like. The more likes on the video, the more people will watch, the better the channel will grow, and the more fun the stream and the chat will be. So remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Thank you for watching, and we have obviously a very close game here. We have a very, very close game here in the Battle of Pennsylvania. It's been honestly kind of a boring game, not nearly as good as I was hoping for. But we'll see what the third period brings us, or maybe even the end of the second here as we tick down towards 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Philadelphia brings it into the zone here. Pittsburgh dumps it out now. Philly has to regroup. Philippe Myers back to get it for the Flyers. Brings it up out of his zone, through the neutral zone, gains the red line and dumps it in. Minute and 35 remaining in the second period. Philly on the forecheck. Great job taking the puck away, connecting with a pass in front, and the shot gets stopped, and now Pittsburgh's able to exit the zone. Only in the neutral zone, however, and Philadelphia takes it away. Here comes Konechny again. Gets it in front of the Flyers, score! Travis Konechny to James Van Riemsdyk, and the Flyers take a 2-0 lead at the end of the second period, ticking down, and it's now 2-0 Philadelphia with 1:20 remaining in the second. There we go. We got a goal. Hey, thank you, William. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the Off the Wall hockey community. Really, really glad that you'll subscribe, and that's awesome, man. And hope you enjoy all the content for sure. Konechny to Van Riemsdyk, and Van Riemsdyk puts it past Jarry. 2-0 Philadelphia, and the Flyers have just doubled their lead here in this game. We'll see if Pittsburgh's able to come back or not. But there we go. Oh, we got a lot of Flyers fans here in the chat tonight, it seems. There's a lot of Go Flyers going on in the chat right now. Here's Pittsburgh. They take the puck away in the offensive zone. Tanev back to the point. Long shot deflected in front, and it gets shot wide on the second opportunity, and now the Flyers clear it all the way down. No icing on the play. Nice hit there on the forecheck by Philadelphia. That was definitely too many men on the ice for the Flyers, it seems. And now Pittsburgh is going to get a power play opportunity with 38 seconds remaining in the second period. So it will carry over into the third unless a quick goal is scored here by the Pittsburgh Penguins. Too many men on the ice on Philadelphia. So the Penguins will get another power play opportunity here. Do I think that this chat, oh my God, just constant. I can't keep up with this chat. Do you think that Jeff Ward is doing a good job coaching for the Flames? Yeah, absolutely. I think he's done a great job with the Flames so far, and he's got them in good position to make the playoffs. The Lightning are looking way more promising to you this year than last year. They were way too cocky last year, but this year they're grinding it out. Yeah, I would agree, as we got a save and a cover there by Brian Elliott. I would agree. The Lightning last year had it so easy in the regular season that they weren't ready come playoff time. The Lightning this year have not had it easy in the regular season, so I think they're going to be much more prepared come playoff time and for a postseason run this year than they were last year. Definitely not Sports Fanatic, no. That sounds like a really weird... They should not... There's no reason to change the point system at all, no. They're not going to change that at all. There's offensive points and defensive points. That's just downright weird as Crosby rifles that shot high over the bar, and the puck goes out of play with just under a second left here in the second period. 1:22 remaining on the power play for Pittsburgh. Crosby's shot just goes wide. He winds up and take a slapper from the circle, but it goes... Yeah, Elliott had to make a save on that. Elliott did get the glove on that. I thought it went wide, but no, Elliott got the glove on that. Very nice shot there from Crosby, and it goes up and out of play. So 1.2 seconds now left on the clock. Face-off, tie-up, and end of the second period. So that is the end of the second period here. Pittsburgh down 2-0. We'll still have some time left on the power play to start the third, as they were unable to score there. But Philadelphia, 2 goals in that period, able to take a 2-goal lead in this game. So they certainly head into the third with momentum and the advantage so far tonight. We'll see if Pittsburgh's able to mount a comeback in the third period like they did against Boston on Sunday, or if the Flyers walk out of here with a big 2 points. So let's see. It is intermission time. I am going to take a break, guys. Probably 5 minutes or so. I'm going to take a break. It's intermission. There's nothing going on. So I will switch over to the break screen for a few minutes. Before I go, I want to catch back up in the chat and then probably talk about some scores. And then I'll take the 5-minute break and then come back, certainly before the start of the third period. So, what's going on, Panther? Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. Vincent asks, in my opinion, what do the Flyers have to do in order to be a team that can make a deep playoff run? Just play to their potential, Vincent. They have a good roster. When you look at that team, they have a solid roster up and down the lineup. All they have to do is play to their potential. If the Flyers play as well as they can on a night in and night out basis, they can be a top 3 team in the Metropolitan Division. If the problem is with the Flyers is that some nights they're really good and other nights they're really kind of shaky. So it's all about consistency for Philadelphia. And if they can play to their potential on a consistent basis, they will be able to make a playoff run, and they will certainly be a playoff team. Let's see. Denim 2000, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Says the Flyers need one more stud D-man. Yeah, if they could add a high-end defenseman for sure, that would put them into being one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference for sure. Brandon with the update, 4-1 Carolina now over Winnipeg. Thank you for that update, Brandon. Appreciate it. William says, let's go Crosby. Derek says the Flyers need to get out of Philly with their toxic fan. No, they can win in Philly for sure. But yeah, no, I think they just need to play to their potential. That's the big thing for them. Could Mike Green go to Edmonton? Absolutely, Vaughn. I think that is very much a possibility. The Flames are doing better than when you were there, Bill Peters. I don't know, because Jeff Ward's doing a better job than you did, I guess. Flyers always get hot late in the season. Well, that will definitely help them out if they could do that again this year. That would really, really help them out a lot. If they could make a late season run and then head into the playoffs really hot, that would, I think, would be a good sign for Philadelphia. Yeah, no, for sure. The Metro division is very, very good. So it's a tough battle for all of those teams in the Metro, and it certainly doesn't help those those bubble teams like Philadelphia and Columbus and Carolina. It doesn't help that the division is so tough. But you got to battle. You got to go in every night and try and get 2 points. And if you play well and play to your potential, then you're probably going to make the playoffs, at least as a wild card team. All right, so let's check some scores here from around the league. We'll see what else is going on, if anything has changed. The Bruins and Golden Knights are still 2-2 in the third period. Islanders are now up 4-0 over the New York Rangers. The Hurricanes now up 4-1 on the Jets, as we just said. Flyers in our game here with a 2-0 lead over the Penguins. And the Panthers and Blackhawks are closing down the first period, still 0-0. All right, William, thank you for being here. Hopefully you come back soon for the third period. Appreciate you being here, of course, and glad you could watch, and hopefully talk to you soon. I am going to take a break now, guys, for about 5 minutes. So just keep yourselves, you guys can talk amongst yourselves in the chat. I will 100% be back for the start of the third period. But I'm going to take a break now. So please, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. Give this stream a like. That really helps grow the channel, helps get more people to watch the video and more people in the stream, which makes obviously everything better. And if you are new to the channel and happen to be watching, please hit that subscribe button and follow along for all of my hockey content, recorded and live throughout this season and all year round. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate you guys being here. And I will be back in about 5 minutes to get ready for the third period. And we got a close game here, a good, hard-fought, close game here between the Penguins and the Flyers. So it should be a good third coming up for sure. So I will talk to you guys in a couple of minutes, but I'm just going to take a quick break for a second. All right, everybody, I am back. Took a quick break there. Currently at intermission between the second and third period. I'm going to change the graphic here, the scoreboard, to the third period before I forget. There we go. That changes it to the third. So we are now in the third period. Well, no, not yet. Second intermission between the second and third period here between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Pittsburgh Penguins. 2-0 lead for the Flyers at home heading into the third. Obviously, big win on the line for them. They need to hold this lead into throughout this period and get the 2 points tonight. Pittsburgh going to be looking to make a comeback in the third and possibly get a point or maybe even 2 out of this one. But nonetheless, it should be a pretty exciting third coming up, an intense third coming up. Overall, this game has not been as good as I had hoped it would be. Really, there hasn't been a whole lot of physicality, no real scrums, nothing even close to a fight. There's not this rivalry is just not what it used to be between the Penguins and Flyers. It's really died down over the past couple of years to the point where they don't even play physical games against each other. Pittsburgh and Boston were playing way better games last week than what we've seen here tonight. But that's just the way it goes in the NHL these days. Like I said, the league needs a lot more games like Bruins and Penguins were the last couple. And that's just not what we get on a nightly basis. So we'll see how the third goes. At least it should be a fun, close third period, an intense third period. Pittsburgh's going to be looking to get a couple of goals here. So hopefully that will keep us entertained for the next 40 minutes or so. Let's see. THG says, sorry if you already responded to this, but keep in mind Aaron Ekblad was also awarded exceptional player status in the OHL. Yeah, I mean, he was an exceptional player in junior. He went 1 overall for a reason, but he hasn't been that elite exceptional player at the NHL level. I mean, he's a very good defenseman, but he hasn't been. I don't think he's been that elite Norris level high end defenseman that Florida thought that they were drafting when they drafted him number 1 overall. I just don't think he's lived up to that type of hype. And obviously he's had concussion issues in his career, and I think that that's obviously played a role as well, as he's had multiple concussions already in his young career, which has certainly hindered his development and his play at the NHL level. Matt Grzelcyk injured. That is not good for Boston. That is not good for Boston. He's an important offensive defenseman for them. How long till this channel hits 100,000 subs? Jesus, man. I don't think this channel is ever going to hit 100,000 subs, but it would be absolutely amazing if it did. But, man, I'm just trying to get to 2,000. We hit 1K in November. I'm just trying to get to 2,000, never mind 100,000. Like, my next goal and my sole focus is getting to 2K at this point. We'll take it a little bit step by step here as things go along. I'm not looking nearly that far ahead, and I don't think 100,000 is ever going to happen. That's just an incredible number of people. I think 2,000 would be nice, 5,000 would be nice, and 10,000 are like my next goals. But I don't see 100,000 in the future at all. Unless something absolutely ridiculous happens, like this channel gets some viral video. Unless there's some viral video or something that gets 1 million views. Even then, I don't think 100,000 is a ridiculously high number. Vincent says he believes that Philadelphia will have a great next 10 years of sports. Yeah, I mean, with the Eagles consistently, a solid team, usually a playoff team. You've got the 76ers in the NBA, definitely on the upswing, a good young team there. Obviously the Flyers, a lot of talent, young talent there, as well as veteran talent. So And the Phillies as well had a pretty good season last year. I don't think as good as people had hoped, but a still pretty solid year. Yeah, I think Philly's got some really good sports teams right now and heading into the future for sure. What's the most I think this channel will get up to? I do think 10K is definitely possible, and maybe a little over 10,000. But I really, I think it absolutely maxed out. This channel is probably like 20,000, 25,000 at most. That would probably take years and years of hard work and content and stuff. I do think like 10, obviously Hot Take Hockey, very, close to 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 is very much possible for a channel like this, but obviously it's going to take a long time. I think absolutely maxed out this channel would get to like 20, 25,000 at most. 100,000 is a ridiculous number of people, and that would be an absolute dream come true if it ever got there. I mean, that would just be insane, unreal, but probably not going to happen. William says we'll get you there. Well, I really appreciate that, William. I mean, don't get me wrong. I hope it happens. That'd be absolutely incredible. I'm just trying to be more realistic about it, and I don't think it's ever going to get to a number that incredibly high. Let's see. Wes being Wes. Oh, he retracted it. Be optimistic. It's possible. I mean, I'm just trying to be realistic and not get too let's just say that's a really high number. I do think that 10,000 is eventually possible, even maybe 20, 25,000. It could, if things go really well, is a possibility. 100,000 just seems like way up there to me. Hey, McAvoy is back. That is good. Predictions for winners of the Stanley Cup. That's just, I would say Washington is probably the favorite for the Stanley Cup now, but that's just, it's so wide open. There's no way to predict that. I can't even predict that at the beginning of the playoffs. Never mind still with like 2.5 months left of the season. There's no predicting the NHL. It's impossible. Everything is wide open, so it's not even worth trying. Yeah, I appreciate that, Sports Fanatic. Really big time, man. As the puck is dropped now in the third period, Pittsburgh with a little bit of time remaining on the power play here. I really do appreciate that, man, and I hope it continues to grow. I hope we continue to get more subscribers here. Yeah, 100,000 is a lot. Like, that's a unreal number. Minute left on the power play here for Pittsburgh, and they're unable to keep it in the zone. Philadelphia clears it all the way down here. 30 seconds into the 30 seconds into the third period. Here comes Chris Letang. Hornquist now to Crosby. Crosby behind the net, sends it around. Philly's going to try and get that out. Unable to get to it. Crosby sends it back. I don't watch the NBA at all, Vaughn, so absolutely not. Fleury is pulled for Vegas. Extra attacker out there. Boston looking to hold on and win that game. Yeah, agreed, Vincent. Everything changes in the playoffs. Sports Fanatics says Tampa versus Vegas. We'll see. Listen, the playoffs are so wide open, you have no idea. Hey, welcome back, TTC. Anything's possible in the playoffs for Sports Fanatic and for all of you. So anything you put out there, as long as they're in the playoffs, it's a possibility. Welcome back, TTC. Appreciate you coming back, man, a lot. Hey, Kevin. I hope I'm saying that right. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it as the Flyers ice the puck there with 18:24 remaining in the third period. No scoring yet in this period. Philadelphia maintaining their 2-0 lead. Okay, it's Kevin. All right, man. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Glad you could be here. Vaughn with the outrageous two worst teams prediction there, of course. Not surprised by that at all, Vaughn. And, yeah, we had now they're going to talk about this icing because it did look like Tristan Jarry played that puck. It looked like Tristan Jarry played that puck. So they might not be icing against the Flyers, although right now it is an icing call, but we'll see if the refs huddle together and make a change on that. Hey, welcome back, DMV. Thank you so much for tuning back in. Really appreciate it. And they are calling it icing. So it's icing against Philadelphia. We'll have an offensive zone face-off here coming up for Pittsburgh. Hey, what's going on, Gladys? Yeah, Pittsburgh is a very good team this year. But Philly's played a strong game tonight, holding the 2-goal lead right now. And we'll see how the rest of this game goes. Offensive zone face-off here for the Penguins that they lose, and the Flyers are able to quickly exit. Here comes Philadelphia now into the Pittsburgh end. Shot on goal gets deflected wide. James Van Riemsdyk, nice hit there behind the play on the defenseman, but Pittsburgh's able to clear it out and into the Philadelphia end. Pittsburgh might come back. Yeah, it's certainly possible. It's only a 2-goal lead. It's certainly nothing that's insurmountable at this point. But Philly has played a strong game so far, so we'll see if that continues or if Pittsburgh is able to get on some offensive pressure here and maybe get a couple goals here and tie this game up. Here comes Philadelphia now in the offensive zone, unable to maintain solid possession, however, and the Penguins are now able to clear into the Philadelphia, and they come hard in on the forecheck. Lafferty, nice hit there by the Flyers defense, but the Penguins maintain control. That puck gets shot in on Elliott, and Elliott makes the save, and now we got a little bit of pushing and shoving between Agazzino and who's that? Robert Haig for Philadelphia behind after that whistle, after it gets covered up by Elliott. But nothing really comes from that, and that's going to be it as they both easily separate. So here we are, early stage of the third period. Good close game here. 2-goal game, 2-goal lead here for the Flyers. 2-0 over the Penguins, but we'll see if the Penguins can come back and make any sort of a push here late in the game. Just want to remind everyone to please subscribe if you are new to the channel. That always looking to grow the channel here and get more and more people to be a part of this community. And if you have not already, please hit that thumbs up button and give this stream a like. The more likes on the video, the more people watch it, the more people it's shown to, and the more this community grows. So I want to thank you all so much for watching, all for your support, and we'll see what the third period brings us the rest of the way as Pittsburgh wins the draw, now setting up in the offensive zone. Shot from the point. That gets stopped. Second opportunity, that ends up going out off the outside of the goal. And it gets cleared back to the neutral zone for the Pittsburgh Penguins, who dump it right back in now. Hard in on the forecheck is Sidney Crosby, unable to take the puck away from Provorov. Now Philadelphia trying to get it out of their zone, which they are now able to do. And now they're regrouping. Hey, thank you for the update, Brandon. Big win for the Boston Bruins over the Vegas Golden Knights tonight. So Boston picks up the win. That is fantastic for me as a Bruins fan. So Boston takes home the win tonight, which is nice. Big 2 points for them to keep them with a lead in that division ahead of teams like Tampa Bay, Florida, and Toronto. Have I ever talked to Nikita Kucherov? No, I have not, Vaughn. Vincent says the more subs you get on the channel will make more people want to subscribe. This channel has potential for taking off. I appreciate that, Vincent, a whole lot. Really glad you're enjoying the channel and the content, and I just hope that that continues. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that. Kevin still has 6 weeks left in a cast, but it's so boring not able to play hockey. Yeah, man, that sucks, dude. Really, really sucks. Being in a cast, I've never actually broken anything, so I've never been in a cast, but it does not sound fun, and obviously not being able to play hockey really, really sucks. So I wish you a speedy recovery, and hopefully you're back to full strength soon, man. TD Garden is playing Dirty Water. Obviously, the Bruins won. Carolina won. The Islanders won. Thank you guys for the updates, so that's good. Sports Fanatic likes it when Rask walks down the tunnel angry. Will Jakub Vrana get at least 30 goals this year? Asked DMV. What's he at right now, DMV? I don't know that number off the top of my head, to be honest with you, what Varane is at right now. But it seems like he's had a very good year. So it seems like he probably could easily get over 30 this season for sure. And obviously the Capitals are the best team in the league. So he's playing on a really good team that scores a lot. So I would say, if I had to guess, I would say Verona scores 30 this year, yes. As Philadelphia brings it into the offensive zone here. Voracek on the forecheck. Philly looking to obviously maintain their lead while also looking to add to it. Pittsburgh, it's more desperation time for them. They know they need goals. As great opportunity there. Crosby in the crease on the long shot, after the long shot, but unable to capitalize on it and get the goal. And now here's the Flyers back the other way. That shot gets blocked. Two Flyers players go flying into each other there, but I'm trying to set up in the offensive zone. Opportunities at both ends of the ice there. All right, see you, Brandon. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it, man. Glad to have you on the channel. And that goes all the way down. That's going to be icing against the Penguins here with 13:43 remaining in the third period. So, obviously, Pittsburgh knows that they need 2 goals here. Philly looking to maintain their lead. That long shot from Marcus Pettersson hit the post off of Elliott's back. Crosby's in the crease trying to get to it, trying to shove it in for a goal, but he ends up falling over Brian Elliott, not able to get a stick on it, unfortunately, for the Penguins, and Philadelphia gets the clear there. Yeah, I think Verana's got like 20 goals already, so he definitely should hit 30 without a doubt. So this puck gets dumped in by Philadelphia. Who is the hottest player on the Flyers? I'd have to look at stats. I'm not sure who's playing really, really well right now. I mean, Travis Konechny's been really, really good all season. So, but I don't know as far as like right now who's playing really, really well. For the Penguins, it's obviously Sidney Crosby. He's been outstanding since he's come back from injury. I think he's had like 8 points in 5 games since coming back. So he's playing really, really good hockey right now. His game on Sunday, some of those passes he was connecting on Sunday were just unbelievable. So I would say Crosby's probably the best Penguin right now. Flyers, I'm not so sure. I haven't seen a lot of their games here recently. Long shot, that goes wide. Philly now, though, in the offensive zone, trying to maintain possession. They're set up. They get it in on... Jarry has to make the save there. Yeah, Verana's got 22 goals, and yeah, if he has 22 already at this point, then he definitely should hit 30 this year. If he stays healthy and plays the remaining games, obviously. Yeah, I definitely agree, Vincent. If the Flyers could add 1 goal here and get it to a 3-0 lead, I think that would pretty much seal the game for Philadelphia. Obviously, the next goal in this game is very, very important. 100%. Very, very important. If Pittsburgh gets it, it's down to a 1-goal game. It's a very, obviously really close again at that point. If Philly gets it, I think that pretty much seals the deal as far as this game is concerned. All right, so here we go. Sorry, just had to answer a text there. Let's see here. So, what was I going to do? I was going to go around and look for some scores here. So, we know that all the 7 o'clock games are pretty much over now. Boston won 3-2 over Vegas. Islanders beat the Rangers 4-2 tonight. And the Hurricanes beat the Winnipeg Jets 4-1. This game... still going on in the third period. Flyers 2 and Penguins 0. And the Panthers and Blackhawks are still 0-0 with 16 minutes or so between left in the second period. So that's your 5 games of NHL action tonight. And obviously there's only 2 games left going on at this point now. Vaughn says worst rivalry in the NHL. Yeah, This rivalry the last couple years has just really, really died down. There's not been a lot of physical games with them recently. In the early 2010s, it was one of the absolute best rivalries in the league. Now, the last couple seasons, it's really toned down, which really sucks because it makes the games more boring. I wish, it would get back to that heated, nasty, in-your-face hatred that it had, 8-10 years ago. Yeah, honestly, Vincent, the Flyers' defense has been very, very good tonight. They're obviously shutting the Penguins out to this point in the game, and their overall team defense has just been absolutely outstanding tonight. As Pittsburgh now exits the defensive zone, Philippe Myers back trying to get it for Philadelphia, and he sends it back through the neutral zone into the Penguins' end, where the Penguins now have to regroup and get some puck possession of their own here as they dump it in and get in on the forecheck. Penguins are running out of time here. Down by 2 goals. We're now under 12 minutes remaining in the third period. Long shot there. Goes well wide from the point by the Pittsburgh, and Philadelphia is able to dump it out and go for a line change now. All right, here we go. Pittsburgh dumps it back in. Brandon Tanev on the forecheck. Gets it back to Malkin. Malkin back to Letang at the point. Letang sends it D to D, and they get a long shot that does not get actually on goal. And now here comes Philadelphia exiting their zone and coming the other way. Philly trying to maintain possession. They cannot as the pass gets intercepted from Voracek. And with 11 minutes left, Pittsburgh now comes back the other way into the offensive zone for them. Yeah, I hope so, Vincent. This is normal. Rivalries go through, ups and downs throughout the years. Sometimes it's really, really hot and really, really nasty, and then other times things just kind of cool down. That's normal for rivalries. This rivalry, though, just very much right now is in one of those cooled down, dormant phases, and I hope that at some point over the next few seasons, it really starts to ramp up again and get back to being your typical Penguins, Flyers, in your face, we hate each other kind of hockey, because those games are just, quite frankly, a lot more exciting than the game that we've seen here tonight. Vaughn, I think you're worrying way too much about those kids, Vaughn. I think you're gonna be fine. Just watch your back and be aware of your surroundings, and they're gonna get in a lot of trouble if they do anything to you. So I think you're gonna be fine, Vaughn. DMV says, would it be cool if any team does like an award presentation for any player that scores 20 goals for the first time in their career? Yeah, that I guess would be cool. I mean, plenty of players do that throughout the season. Every 20-goal scorer has to score 20 goals first at least once. Yeah, I guess that would be a pretty cool team award for them to do. It'd probably be fun for the fans to watch. Florida has taken a lead over Chicago. I just saw the score pop up on the screen, and it looks like it's a 2-goal lead now. Yes, Panthers are now up 2-0 over Chicago. So that changed very, very quickly. But Dadonov and Vetrano scored about less than 2 minutes apart in that game, and now the Panthers have a 2-goal lead. Okay. Maybe the Panthers can cool down the Chicago Blackhawks, who have won 5 in a row heading into that game. So we got a whistle here with 10:10 remaining in the third. Offensive zone faceoff coming up here for Philadelphia. Pittsburgh now exiting their zone, getting it into the Philly end. But not able to maintain possession. Nice check there, though. That big hit allows Pittsburgh to throw the puck back in. Now Philadelphia trying to get it out. Struggling to get it out. And finally they do, out to the neutral zone, but Pittsburgh's trying to take possession back. Nice move there by, who is that? Teddy Bluger or Brandon Tanev? Tanev. Nice move in the neutral zone there, and Pittsburgh maintains possession. All right, DMV, thank you so much for being here, man. Really, really appreciate it. Have a great night. Thank you for all your support on this channel. And hopefully talk to you soon for sure, as always. Joel Quenneville is beating his old team. Yes, Vaughn. Panthers with the 2-goal lead over Chicago now. Quenneville is beating his old team for sure. Ticking down towards 9 minutes remaining in the third period here. 2-0 lead for Philadelphia, looking to maintain it. Pittsburgh trying to apply some pressure here and maintain some offensive zone time. Unable to get any goals so far in this game, but they know they need a couple here in the last 10 minutes of the third. Philadelphia is able to clear it all the way out after a good chance there for the Penguins. Brian Rust not able to get that deflection to stay on goal. Here comes now Hornquist through the middle, and he loses the puck off his stick. Philadelphia tries to clear it, and on second opportunity, clears it back out to the neutral zone. Let's see. Vaughn thinks that Florida is going to be a treat in the Eastern Conference come playoff time. Yeah, if they make the playoffs, I think that they could be a dark horse team to make a run for sure. They are a good team. They score a lot of goals. The issue with them is goaltending and defense. If they can get that together, get better goaltending from Bobrovsky, play overall better team defense, and stop some of the goals against, Florida could be a very dangerous team come playoff time in the Eastern Conference. Absolutely. As we head to commercial break here now with under 10 minutes remaining in the third period. So we are definitely ticking down towards crunch time here for the Pittsburgh Penguins, who are down by 2 goals in Philadelphia tonight. As I said, we're under 10 minutes now remaining in the third, so they've got to get a couple here in the next few minutes to find a way to win this game. Or Philadelphia, big 2 points on the line for them. They're looking to pull back into a playoff position. They want to hold this lead and come out of here with a win. So, I think we're going to see a good, strong effort here. A very intense final few minutes of this game from both of these teams, because both of them could really use the win. Let's see. While we're on commercial break, guys, I just want to remind, if anyone new is watching this stream, please hit that subscribe button down below. That really helps out the channel as we're looking to continue to grow this hockey community. And if you have not already, please hit that thumbs up button and give this stream a like. Those likes really do help out a lot and go a long way with just getting more people in the chat, more people watching the video. They really do help a lot. So thank you guys so much. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for watching. Thank you for your support of this channel. And as long as you guys enjoy the content, this channel is going to keep on coming, bringing you the best content that I possibly can. Let's see. Vincent says, it seems that the Flyers have won some big games against big teams, but they are lacking consistency. I 100% agree, Vincent. I do think they are certainly good enough to become consistent. They've got a solid roster. They've got a good a good forward group, certainly up front. They've got a solid defense core. Hart and Elliott seem to be a decent goaltending tandem. They definitely can become consistent. It's just about going out there and performing and doing it. And I think they have the roster to be a good team, be a playoff team. It's just, they got to perform on the ice, and consistency certainly has been an issue this season. They've shown that they can beat really good teams. They have to consistently win games night in and night out. Sports Fanatic says that he hates Chris Letang. Not surprising. Knowing how big of a Boston fan you are, and then how much you despise other teams and players on other teams, I'm not surprised there at all, Sports Fanatic. But anyway, here comes Pittsburgh dumping it in again. However, they were getting a partial line change there. They had no one to go in and forecheck. Philadelphia is able to clear it out to the neutral zone very, very easily. Now here's Philadelphia again trying to get it out. Pittsburgh able to hold it in initially, but on the second opportunity, Philly's able to get it back out to the neutral zone and force Pittsburgh to regroup and reset and bring it back in. Now here's Letang over long shot from the point. That gets blocked down in front. Pittsburgh does get it back in and get some opportunities here. And Philly on a race for the puck here trying to get it out. Nice job by Philadelphia to clear it out to the neutral zone once again. 6.5 minutes remaining here in the third period. Hey, welcome back, Seth. Glad you could make it back in. Always good to have you here. And yes, the Bruins won 3-2 over Vegas. Nice win for them. And we have an icing call here against the Pittsburgh Penguins with 6:20 remaining. And a 2-0 lead held by the Flyers right now. Do I think that Tristan Jarry is turning into the Penguins goalie of the future instead of Murray? Certainly possible. Jarry has without a doubt been the better goaltender this season. Whether or not that keeps up for years to come, that remains to be seen. I still think Matt Murray should be a good goalie at the NHL level. I mean, we saw what he was able to do his first couple years in the league, winning the Stanley Cup. I haven't completely given up on Matt Murray yet, but Tristan Jarry has played very, very well this season. You know what? Maybe Pittsburgh keeps both of them and goes with a goaltending tandem for the long term of Tristan Jarry and Matt Murray. And do like similar to what the Islanders have with Varlamov and Greiss. Maybe the Penguins do a tandem thing with Jarry and Murray for the foreseeable future. Who knows? Momentum certainly does play a role, Vincent, for sure. Absolutely. That's a big thing in hockey. Hey, welcome back, Slapshot Jack. Thank you so much for coming back. Really appreciate it. Always good to talk to you, and you've got your video up. I'll be sure to check that out after this stream. Drop a like on it, 100%. As we tick down now towards 5 minutes remaining in the third period. 2-0 lead for the Flyers. Pittsburgh in the offensive zone applying some pressure here. Philly now dumps it in. Pittsburgh quick regroup, and now they're already back through the neutral zone. So Pittsburgh applying a lot of offensive pressure here, a lot of zone time. They know that they need 2 goals here, and they are quickly running out of time. Down under 5 minutes now remaining in the third period. Have you watched Craig Cox's fights against Bob Probert? They are 2 of the top-rated fights on hockeyfights.com. Both of them were absolutely outstanding. Especially the second one from 1987, I believe it was. Yeah, it was November of 1987. One of the greatest fights in NHL history. Bob Probert and Craig Cox. Cox didn't last very long in the league, but he fought the toughest of the tough when he played in the NHL. Very underrated fighter. And yeah, I mean, you had to be able to take punches back in the 80s. Because when guys fought in the 80s, there was no defense like you see now. Everyone ties up and grabs the jersey. Back in the 80s, a lot of those guys just started throwing. They just absolutely threw. You just got in there and started throwing as many punches as you could before somebody fell down or got knocked out. So, Craig Cox was, for as short of a time as he was in the league, he had an outstanding fight card as far as NHL enforcers go. Who do the Bruins play next? I believe the next Bruins game is against the Winnipeg Jets on January 31st. Hey, I appreciate that, Vincent, as well. I'm glad you like the content. The Bruins play Winnipeg on January 31st. They have their bye week and then the All-Star break. Vaughn is worried about the Sharks hiring Bill Peters to be the next head coach. I still don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, I mean, THG, if you watch Varlamov with Colorado over the last few years, he's not really he's certainly not my favorite goalie, that's to say the least. I mean, Scott Cox didn't last very long in the league, so it's not, there really wasn't like early career, late career. He was only in the league for a few seasons. But his fight card was outstanding. His best season came in 87, 88, and that was he had like 20-something fights that year, and obviously had one of the greatest fights of all time with Bob Probert. That was enough for me to give him some credit. All right, William. See you, man. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you being here. Hope you enjoy the stream. Hope you enjoy the channel. And really love having you and appreciate you watching. So thank you. Should the Sharks fire Doug Wilson? Not yet. I'm going to say not yet, but it might be getting close. If the Sharks are bad again next year, then maybe it's time to make a change there at GM. So Philadelphia now, we got a power play now for Philadelphia, and this is not what the Pittsburgh Penguins needed. Down by 2 goals with 3.5 minutes left. Now they have to kill off a penalty, which might just about end this game. I believe it's Evgeny Malkin in the box for Pittsburgh. A hooking call it is against Malkin. So Pittsburgh has to find a way to kill this off and score 2 goals. Somehow in the next 3 minutes. So this power play seems to have pretty much sealed the deal for the Flyers here, unless Pittsburgh could maybe potentially get a shorthanded goal here at some point. That shot gets rifled wide by the Flyers there, but they keep it in the zone and maintain possession. No, I'm not streaming the Jets-Bruins game, I don't believe. How often am I live? I am usually live once or twice a week, a little bit more often in the playoffs. Come playoff time, I try and stream as much as I can. I never stream like every night or anything like that. That would just be way too much. But in the playoffs, I stream a little bit more often. During the regular season, I try and stream once or twice per week. So obviously, this is my first live stream this week. I'm planning on doing the All-Star Game Saturday night. I am definitely, as of right now, planning on streaming the All-Star Game Saturday night. So that should be fun. I've never done an All-Star Game before, so that will be something new, something different. That should be a fun time. And then post All-Star break, I'm not sure what the stream schedule will be yet. I'll obviously let you guys know. I'll post via the community tab like I usually do, either the day of or the day before, whenever I'm going to stream. But yeah, usually, Vincent, it's once or twice per week for me. And then in the playoffs, it's a little bit more often. As we tick down now, 1.5 minutes remaining. The power play is over for Philadelphia. They were not able to score. However, they did chew up valuable time off of the clock. And now Pittsburgh's down by 2 with about 1 minute left. They pull their goalie, go for the empty net. But I do think that this game is over. Agree with Vincent there. That puck gets thrown down the ice and on goal, and that's a goal. Empty netter for Philadelphia, which is just about going to... Well, that does. That ends it. Philadelphia takes the 3-0 lead on a shot all the way from their own end in on the empty net. And that's it. Yeah, bad turnover there by Pittsburgh, and Philly just throws it down the ice right on goal and into the empty net. So that seals the deal in this one. It's 3-0 Flyers now. I obviously was very wrong about my prediction for this game. I predicted the Penguins to win 5-3. I got the 3 for Philly right. So we're down now to the final 30 seconds. Craig Cox did not play 15 years in the NHL. Craig Cox had a pretty short NHL career. His first season was 1984-85, and his final season was 1991-92. He only played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As this game is now final, Craig Cox only played like 6 or 7 seasons in the NHL, and actually never really played a full season. His most games in a single season came in 87-88 when he played 71 games. Craig Cox was not in the league that long. He played 9 games in 1984-85. He played 57 in 85-86. He played 15 in 86-87. And in 87-88, he played 71. In 88-89, he played 41. In 89-90, he played 25. And in 90-91, he only played 7 games. And in 91-92, he played 10 games. So he only had he only played 235 career NHL games, and that was over the course of only like 7 seasons. I'm not sure who you're thinking of there, Scott, but Cox did not play 15 years in the NHL. He played a lot in the minors, but he did not play long in the NHL. But anyway, this game is final now, which means I can change this. And that's going to do it. This game was definitely a little more boring than I was expecting. Was not as great of a game. Obviously, these last, it's just, I don't know this rivalry is just, like I've said multiple times throughout this stream, this rivalry has just died down over the last couple of seasons. But anyway, the Flyers pick up a big 2 points over the Pittsburgh Penguins here. Should, I believe, pull them back into a playoff position in the East with that win. So that is good for Philadelphia. But that's going to do it for this stream tonight. Next stream, like I said, I am planning on streaming the All-Star game on Saturday night. So hopefully that's a good one. Hopefully you guys can make it for that. That starts at 8 p.m., I believe. The game is in St. Louis. But I want to thank you guys all for watching. Thank you for being here and all your support of this channel. And remember, if you haven't already, please drop a like, hit that thumbs up button. Those go a long way. And if you're new to the channel and happen to be watching, please hit that subscribe button as well. We're always looking to grow the community here and add more and more people to this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. And that's going to pretty much do it. I will talk to you guys soon. And hopefully see you on Saturday night for the All-Star game, which should be a fun time. So thank you guys, and see ya.